faces in the
There you go.
intro.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Winds of Earrenia, our ongoing D&D campaign. It's good to be back after, almost a month away now. Hopefully the schedule issues are all straightened out, and we can continue on our every other week pattern. But either way, we're back tonight and ready to go, well-rested. Got a free day off of work because I had jury duty, and the defendant didn't bother showing up, so... Alright, announcements. Next week, Monday, we will be doing more Pillars of Eternity.
Pillows?
Pillars. I said pillars. Yeah.
It sounded like you said pillows.
It did sound like you said pillows.
You guys gotta give me a hard time.
I do Pillows of Eternity on every night.
Yeah.
Alright, so Pillars of Eternity on Monday. Just a reminder, during D&D streams, our sound alerts are turned off, and we won't be paying much attention to chat, so just don't be offended if we're not ignoring you. Well, we are ignoring you, but we're doing it for good reasons. Rhino Gaming, anything going for you for next week?
Actually, yes. So the 26th of April is actually my 1-year Twitch affiliate-versary.
Nice.
So Tuesday, I am going to be planning a stream with a subathon and a follower goal, and we'll have a couple giveaways. So... the biggest thing I'm going to be giving away is going to be, I'm sure everybody has, some people at least that have watched or followed me and you, know that I have a Ally t-shirt for the LGBTQ plus community. And I actually launched a hooded sweatshirt with the same logo and everything on it. And that's going to be the main giveaway if I get up to 5 subscribers on the stream.
Fantastic. All right. Well,
My shirt's ruined. I want a new one.
All right. Well, that is it for announcements. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's game. That little line on my green screen is going to drive me nuts. Let me just make it not visible.
Can you fix it?
I'm not going to fix it. I'm going to make it pretend it's not there. All right. So when we last left off,
Okay,
see,
yeah,
it's not there
fixes it.
anymore. Yeah.
I'm going to make this thing disappear.
By hiding it behind the crop. All right, so when we last left off, the Regulators returned to Annexa and were informed that the plan to infiltrate the military prison was going to be carrying ahead within the next few days, and they were told to be in a particular tavern in a city in Freelos by noon a couple days afterwards. While Zuko was still resting off the poisoning effects of his propensity for tasting everything he sees, the rest of the crew went to the archives of Udal to check in with the scribe they had set on a research mission. He was able to locate the city mentioned in the poorly written smut novel that Mira had purchased, the location of the real-life city, and gather some details about what had happened to it. The king there made a deal with an archfey. What was his name? Furil Islewink, in which he received an artifact that allowed him to control a stone army, the deal being that when the enemies that were trying to destroy the city-state were defeated, that he would give up the crown. Clearly this did not happen because the city ended up buried under a mountain of rock. And the only remaining signs of the city is a statue at the opening of a strange cave in the province of Durham. So they gathered up those details and returned. Zuko, when he finally awoke, was warned that while he was on the mend, he would have to control his temper because allowing it to get out of control could cause further damage. Without too many more specific details, he has gained the ability to rage, essentially, with possible downsides when he does, and we'll see if he ends up using that at all. After that, they proceeded to Frilos province, enjoyed their last decent meal for some time, while they filled in Echo on the reasons that they are infiltrating this prison, willingly allowing themselves to be taken in to break these, to start a prison break. God, I can't talk straight today. To start a prison break to free the deserters who did so in order to protect their homelands, so that they may join the new Palhas Kingdom army. So they successfully infiltrated the prison, being delivered as political prisoners that otherwise would have been kept at a garrison if those had not been abandoned. Shortly after they arrived, they met Barfouth Warhand, who appears to be the one in the prison who is keeping everybody taken care of, trying to keep the peace and keep everything in order. While they tried to get information out of him, he was clearly distrusting, knowing that he is not that they are not members of the Vanguard, and not knowing what their intentions are, he's keeping them at arm's length. During their first dinner at the facility, what is all that noise?
It might have been me. I was getting my dice tower set up. I apologize.
It sounded like you were
before we started.
It sounded like you were moving furniture.
I mean, the dice tower is not small. So.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, where was I? Okay, during their first dinner, they watched a prisoner from another cell cluster come over and start problems with one of their fellow cellmates. Seemingly scrawny and defenseless young human man. Warhand tried to come to the boy's defense and nearly started a fight between the two of them, in which case Malcolm stood up and interjected himself in the situation, and as we ended the session a month ago, they were ready to throw hands. So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
You know me, I gotta interject somewhere, something, all the time. My initiative is a dirty 20.
Uh, 14.
16.
Hold on.
D20 plus your dexterity, love.
That's what I'm looking at. 6.
Oh no!
Sex. Echo's freaking sleeping on the job here.
Isn't it plus your proficiency bonus as well? Because mine's plus 9.
Mine's plus 4, so
I think that may be
so
a
it was
stat.
a 2 plus
It must
4.
be. It must be a. It must be a trait or something I have probably.
Probably,
Yeah.
and that's okay. Echo hasn't been in the mortal realm for very long, so maybe she just didn't pick up on the cues that something was about to happen. So as fists start flying, whoa, we're fighting. All right, so like I said, I'm going to bend the unarmed and improvised weapon combat rules a little bit for the sake of fun. So whenever you make an unarmed strike, you will be rolling your attack roll, of course, and your damage will be 1d4 plus your strength modifier. Improvised weapons.
Or I can just sling it up, right?
What's that?
You can also just sling it up, right?
That is an option that you have as well. Just remember, if you get caught using those weapons,
Okay.
they will be confiscated.
True.
And various improvised weapons, depending on what it is, I might give you a higher damage dice for that. So, all right. So, Malcolm, you squared right up with Guillermo, the leader of the group that was starting the problems, right?
Of course, you know me. I just dive head first.
All
Don't
right.
think about it.
Guillermo
And my
is.
webcam is not on your frame there for some reason.
That might be because I.
Hey, KS Incarnate, thanks for watching. Just so you know, we are role playing and stuff, so if we don't answer very quickly, we still are glad you're with us. We just might be too into the game.
All right. So Guillermo is going to take the first swing. 16 to hit.
16 does hit, surprisingly.
All right, 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he takes the first swing, strikes you across the jaw, and he's going to take a swing with.
I think that's the first damage I've taken in like 5 fights.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Malcolm gets punched. He's like, blood. What is this? Like,
All right. Second strike is 9. 19. Sorry, 9. Oh, I don't know. 9. 19.
Yeah, a 19 hits.
All right, and again, 6 points of bludgeoning damage. This gives you the old 1-2. Malcolm, you are up.
Let me take that damage off real quick. Okay. So let's see here. As a fighter, I think I have 3 attacks. If I'm correct right now. Let me check.
I think we still have 3 attacks. Just
Yeah, so extra attack. Yeah, so I have 3 attacks. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to town on this guy. I'm actually gonna action surge too. So I'm gonna give him the 1-2-1-2.
All right.
go, Malcolm.
So that is a 21 to hit and
Hits.
a 14 to hit.
Second one does not hit.
Okay. And then I'll do them again. Now, both of those are not. What's going on with this dice tower? It was like all cocked. Okay. Next one is 20 and
Hits.
a 15.
Hits.
Okay, so 3 hits and 1 misses. So 3 4s, a 3 and a 4, and another 4. So 3, 4, 4. That is 8, 11 plus my strength modifier. You said.
Yep.
So that is a +2. So 17 total.
So.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood, LaFleur.
That's what I was just gonna. Yeah. All right, so Guillermo takes Malcolm off guard with 2 hits across the face, and after Malcolm recovers from taking damage for the first time in forever, he immediately starts pummeling the guy.
Yes.
And you find that the guy kind of has a glass jaw. As tough as facade he puts on, and as hard as he can hit, he can't really take a hit very well. He's already.
I think I have one last thing I wanted to do real quick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action to second wind myself.
Okay.
Oh, that's a D10. I rolled the wrong thing.
Malcolm ain't taking no shit.
So I regain 17 hit points. So doesn't look like he even did anything to me.
All right. Next up is. Hold on, let me see how this is going to work. Alright, 3 will be matched up with Zuko. So, one of the...
Like 3 people or number 3?
Okay, 'cause,
number
we're not
3,
seeing
number
anything,
3.
We're just seeing the screen. Yeah.
The unnamed prisoners that are with Guillermo. A group of 4 of them came with him. So basically, you guys and Warhand are matched 1-on-1 with each of these guys. So, natural 1. First swing, Zuko manages to duck out of the way. 18 to hit. Zuko, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the second punch makes purchase with the side of your head.
All right.
Moving on to Zuko. How do you want to retaliate?
Am I eating at the time?
That is up to you. I assume when Malcolm went up and interjected, you guys joined in.
Oh, we followed. 100%.
I could believe that Zuko followed with a bowl of food in his hand.
Do I have like a fork or a knife or a spoon or something?
A spoon.
All right. Well, I would like to try to stab this guy with a spoon.
Okay.
He's using the doctor's move.
Thank him with the back of the spoon.
It's like Metalocalypse. Zuko's like, I'm eating chips! Alright, so it's going to be a slightly higher AC since you're trying to aim this little improvised weapon into a spot where it'll actually do damage, not just poke him. Go ahead and roll for attack.
Oh, well, this shit sucks. 4.
4 does not hit. Alright, so Zuko takes his spoon and tries to jab the guy in the gut, and it just kind of like he absorbs it. Second attack.
I'm gonna throw hands.
Alright. Fisticuffs.
Yep. 16.
16 hits.
That's a D4 plus
Your strength
dexterity.
modifier. Strength modifier.
Ah.
Yeah.
5.
5. Three. Alright, so after the first attack did absolutely nothing, Zuko drops the spoon and punches the guy across the face. That brings us to one, which is going to be against Mira. Alright, Mira, another one of the prisoners squares up with you and takes a swing. 13 to hit.
Exactly what you need.
Alright.
And I can't use shield.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And second attack. 12 to hit.
Does not hit. Fall to the floor.
Alright, second hit, but Mira manages to block with her forearm and swing his arm away. Let's see, Mira, your turn.
I realized that I have unarmed strike on here.
Yes,
as
but
an
we're
action.
we're not using those because that's boring. It's not a roll. It just automatic damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright,
So-
so what do I roll?
Well, you let's see, unarmed strike. So you would use the +8 to roll if you want to do it on the screen.
Okay. 18 to hit.
18 hits. All right. So for damage, you're going to roll 1d4 plus your strength modifier, which is 4.
It was actually 26 to hit, but you still hit.
Well, he said it was a direct hit, right?
Well, yeah, but you didn't add the +8. You just gave the dice roll out. So it doesn't matter. You
okay.
hit regardless, but.
Okay, hold on. My tablet's giving me issues. There we go. Okay, D4.
D4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, D4 plus 4.
Oh yeah, you don't have the belt on.
Yeah, we just
No, I
fixed
don't.
that too. She took it off, and for some reason,
that
your
would
strength
be-
score didn't change.
So that's 7.
4 plus 3, 7. Sorry.
7 damage.
Yes.
And second attack.
15 to hit.
Exactly what you need.
Is that music or somebody pounding on a table?
Oh, I was tapping on the desk.
6 for damage.
Alright, so Mira blocks the second attack from the unnamed prisoner and immediately punches him square in the face and brings her other arm around again to side cut his chin. That brings us to... Alright, Warhand is up. Alright, Barfoth, seeing that he's got backup and this is actually a winnable fight, gets fired up and charges forward. Let's see, what is he going to do? Alright, he's going to charge forward into one of them. Which one is it going to be? It'll be 4. See, this is going to be opposing strength check. 8. Okay, Warhand charges forward and grabs the guy by the midsection, carrying him forward and knocking him to the ground. And once he has him on the ground, he's going to take a swing. 16 to hit. And it's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Alright. He's going to try to get Warhand off of him. Alright. 18 versus... Alright, he successfully managed to knock Warhand off of him and stand up and takes a kick. Ah, crap. What is Warhand's... Bear with me just a moment. Ah, that is a hit. Alright. 4 points on Warhand. Alright, and finally the one that is up against Echo, who at this point is just barely realizing there's a fight going on. Eight to hit.
It does not hit.
Alright, and 8 again. All right. So, in spite of the fact that she is a little oblivious to what is happening, she manages to dodge 2 hits from her opponent.
I think I call that pure luck.
Yeah. All right, Echo, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh shoot, we're fighting.
What's the problem, stranger?
Is
Now she realized that she's in a tussle.
Is there... Hold on. Is there any dirt or rocks anywhere nearby?
All over the place.
I would like to throw a rock at my opponent.
Okay. All right, so easy enough to scoop up a rock. It's a canyon. So this is going to be D20 plus your dexterity. No proficiency bonus because it's a rock, not a weapon. But go ahead and roll for attack.
20 plus... I had to find the thing where I'm at. Okay. $18.
18 hits. All right, for damage with the rock, I'll go ahead and give you D6 for damage.
Okay.
D6 plus your dexterity modifier.
8.
8 points of damage. All right. And second attack.
I'm gonna kick him.
All right. That's going to be a strength attack.
Okay. That would be a 2.
All right, so Echo finally realizes what's going on, manages to dodge 2 hits, rolls backwards, grabs a rock from the ground, accurately nails this guy in the forehead with a large stone, and then tries to roundhouse kick him, but he manages to duck under it. Or he just falls forward at the wrong moment, and she nearly grazes the top of his head. All right, that means 1 round done. Back to the top, Guillermo's going after Malcolm again. Of course, everybody's going to stay matched up pretty much. 2 plus... yeah, that just doesn't hit. First hit misses. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, second punch. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Alright, Malcolm, it is your turn.
Let's see here. So I have three attacks. So first of all, do I see like what kind of cooking utensils are around? Is there a frying pan nearby?
You are about halfway down the length of this shelter, whatever you want to call it. The cooking stuff is at the far end, so you would have to kind of direct the fight that direction to get access to the cooking stuff.
And
Otherwise, there are bowls and spoons, tables, chairs.
how close am I to like to all the other fights going around here?
It's a pretty tight cluster. You're in range of pretty much everything.
Okay. I want to grapple him.
All right. Strength check.
That's just a flat strength check, right?
Yep.
So let me roll my d20. It's a 3. I rolled a nat 1. So what?
Okay.
What do I got to roll for your table?
Oh,
Do I roll
Yeah, we're not doing that with hand-to-hand combat here.
Okay.
All right, so you try to grapple him unsuccessfully, but he manages to knock your hands off of him. Second
Well,
attack.
I'm gonna try to grapple him again.
Okay.
This time it is a 18.
Versus the 14, you successfully grapple him. All right, that uses your second attack.
Okay.
And what are you doing next?
I'm going to move with him, so I'm going to drag him to the ground. I'm going to try to roll to the nearest grouping here, and I want to try to knock down another one of the guys that somebody else is fighting, so knock him prone.
Okay, make an athletics check.
It's a 15.
All right, you successfully knock the guy that Mira is fighting prone in the process of grappling Guillermo and rolling over.
And I'm going to punch him one more time as I'm going.
Do you have another attack for that?
Yeah, I have 3 attacks.
Failed grapple, successful grapple, athletics check.
Well, the athletics check wouldn't that be considered movement because I can move half my distance with a grappled creature.
Okay, all right, you got good argument. All right, yeah, go ahead and make another punch.
That would be a 18 to hit,
18 is successful.
and then that is 6 points of damage. And I'm just gonna whisper Guillermo in his ear to fuck with him. I'm gonna make myself just be like the craziest son of a bitch that's in this prison. Like nobody's gonna want to screw with me.
All right.
Working.
All right, that is Malcolm's turn. Let's go with number 3, which is going up against Zuko. 19 to hit.
Yep.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That didn't really roll. There we go. 15 to hit.
My armor class 17.
Okay,
But I don't
so
know if that's changed after stuff.
let's make sure you're adjusted for no armor. No, with your armor class is 14 with no armor.
Okay.
So what did I say? What was it? 12 plus 3, 15. All right, so just enough to hit. 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All right, that brings it to your turn.
Okay. Is there like a glass plate that I might be able to grab and hit him over the head with?
There would, but yeah, you can grab plates.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. I'll let you use your dexterity modifier for this attack, assuming you're using the side edge, almost like a disc.
Okay.
So dexterity plus, or d20 plus dexterity.
12.
Not quite enough. Get the idea, but you may. Second attack.
Same thing.
All right. 14's just short too.
Oh my god.
Alright, so Malcolm tries twice to whack this guy in the head with the side of the edge of a plate, and it just seems to hit a part of his skull that doesn't affect him.
Zuko did that, not Malcolm.
Zuko, yes, sorry. So that is Zuko's turn. Like one, which is up against Mira, is prone, has to get up. 21 to hit. Wow, I'm rolling well tonight.
Jinx yourself.
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That turned around fast. 8 to hit.
Miss.
Alright, Mira's turn.
I'm gonna grab his face. I want to grab his head and slam his head into my knee.
Alright, so that'll be both of your attacks. One is a grapple.
Mm-hmm. Which I do a strength check for. Correct?
Yep.
Wait, how do I do a strength? Do I just tap the strength?
Yep.
Okay. $24.
Well, he got 4. So, yes, you successfully grab the back of his head and roll strength plus, or d20 plus strength for...
I'm sorry. What was
Oh, wait, what am I doing? Grapple. Oh, yeah, with advantage since you've got a hold of his head. D20 plus strength.
That's 18.
18 is good. And since you're literally pulling his head into your knee, I'll let you use D6 for damage. D6 plus strength.
Seven.
Why is this marker dying? Alright, so Mira grabs her opponent by the back of the head and slams his head into her knee. She can feel the orbital part of his skull cracking against her kneecap. That brings us to Warhand, who's going to have to stand back up, of course. And let's see. 18 to hit and 20. 23. So, let's see. 4 points of damage. And 13 points of damage. Alright, so Warhand gets up to his feet and starts pummeling his opponent. You can hear bones cracking as he just puts the full weight of his body into these swings. Number 4 is going to attack it back as best they can. That's 3 for. 10 points of damage against Warhand. Let's see, number 2, Echo, your opponent takes a kick back at you at 21 to hit.
That hits.
5 points of bludgeoning damage as he kicks you in the ribs. 14 to hit.
That is exactly what you need.
7 points of bludgeoning damage as he takes another swing with his fists. And your turn.
I would like to throw dirt into his eyes to try and blind him.
Alright, thank you for the follow, whoever that was. It's cut off at the bottom of the screen. DRob37. So you want to throw dirt into his eyes. I'll call that dexterity as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably like a ranged attack roll, I'd say.
$19.
19 will do it. Alright, so no damage, but you managed to fling dirt into his eyes and he's temporarily blinded.
Yeah.
Let me see. Your next attack against him has advantage.
Disadvantage?
He has disadvantage on any skill check that requires sight, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Their attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay. I would like to take a plate and like hit him upside the head with it.
Alright, you going for thin edge or bludgeoning?
Thin edge.
Thin edge. Alright, so dexterity attack roll with advantage.
Okay, so what's advantage again?
Roll d20 twice, take the higher number.
Okay. $13.
I'm sorry, what was that?
13.
Including your dexterity modifier?
Yep.
Oh, man. Alright, so the same problem Zuko had. You try to hit him in the side, but you manage to hit him part of the skull. It just bounces off of. The wood absorbs most of the impact. That brings us to the top.
If I used my strength, it would have been even worse.
Alright, so at this point you guys notice in the distance the sound of a ringing bell. And a commotion in the distance. Shouting. Guillermo, you still have him on the ground, right, Malcolm?
Yep, he is still grappled. He can try to escape it.
Alright, but instead of trying to escape it, you see a glint of light as he reaches down into his pants and pulls out a small piece of metal.
Oh, it's all like Donkey Kong now.
$14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. Alright, so he pulls it out and takes a swing, but the way you've got him grappled, he throws off his accuracy, takes another shot at it. $20 to hit.
That does hit.
9 points of piercing damage as he manages to jab you in the hip with his improvised blade.
How long is it?
It's about, say, about 6 inches.
Okay.
That brings us to your turn.
So if I want to, like, pin him down, like sitting on top of him, and then grab his wrist and try to force that blade into his eyeball, what would that be?
So you want to move from grappled to restrained.
Correct.
I said you'd have to do something a little more than just trying to physically hold him to get to that level. If you can
Okay.
justify how you do it.
So are you talking like an acrobatics check to try to get into position to do this, or?
Yes, and he would have advantage on the saving throw, or if you found something to actually like tie him up with.
I'll just keep punching him. It seems like too much work.
Okay. All right. Roll for attack.
I really wanted to put the fear of God into this man, but... And by God, I mean me, the champion of death. Let's see here. That is a 15 to hit and a 16 to hit.
Both hit.
And then I have a third attack. That is a 14 to hit, which I think misses, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
That's a 4 and a 1, so 5 plus 4 for the strength modifier, so 9 points of damage total. And it looks like Bold Wolf had a question that he's answering off microphone, so...
Alright, sorry about that. We are going to have to take an emergency break for just a moment. We'll be right back.
Okay.
right, we're back.
Your
Sorry, what
audio
was your
seems
damage?
really weird.
It is.
Yeah,
Mine
I
is-
sh- yeah,
Yeah.
you're getting a lot of
Really
static when you
wobbly.
speak.
It's probably because I'm using a mic in a weird mic for this computer.
I had you muted on the Discord server, Matt, because I wasn't sure how your audio was going out, so I unmuted you.
All right, go ahead with your damage.
Oh shit, 9. I had to remember real quick.
All right, Guillermo's in bad shape. That's
Yeah,
the end of
he
your
is.
turn, right?
Let's see here. Do I have any extra special tricks I can do here? I already used my action surge once. I used my. It's not as if I need to do anything else, right? I mean, I could kill this guy with like one hand tied behind my back, probably. I'm like, how can I humiliate him even more? Let's see. Extra attack, ability score, indomitable. Another action surges until 17th level. I don't think I have anything in the gunslinger archetype that helps me at all.
All right. Well, next one is Zuko's opponent. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. Six to hit.
No.
And that's a miss. All right, Zuko, your turn.
I'd like to throw a fist back at him.
All right.
$13.
13 is a miss. So your fist makes contact with his your opponent, but it just doesn't seem to phase him. Second
How
attack.
about 15?
So what was that?
15?
That's a hit.
All right. Thank God. 6 points.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, and just for next round, keep in mind, since you have the higher dexterity score, try to come up with improvised ways to fight that will play to your strengths. Let's see. Next one is up against Mira. I don't think Shakira is back yet.
I am.
Oh, okay. 17 to hit.
17 hit.
Five points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Is this Mira's person?
Yep.
Did he get up? Because he was prone.
Yes, he would have used half his movement to stand up.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Hit.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. Mira's turn.
I'm gonna headbutt him.
All right. Roll for attack.
$15.
That's a hit. Use a d6 plus strength.
9.
9 points of bludgeoning damage. Second attack.
This is a male, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna kick him in the family jewels.
Alright. Roll for attack.
13.
God, I wanted that to succeed, but 15 is the armor class you have to hit.
Okay.
Alright, Warhand. That's a miss. $13, and that's a miss. Alright, Warhand misses both of his hits. Number 4 is up against Warhand. 6 points. And a miss. Alright. Let's see. Rolling with disadvantage against Echo. 2. 5 to hit. $12 to hit. Echo?
Is he there?
Oh, she's muted at the moment.
Yeah, her audio was coming through weird, so she might have been changing microphones or something. Her armor class
Sorry
is 14.
about that. I didn't realize I was muted. Both miss.
All right. So still trying to see through the dirt that's been thrown into his face, he takes a couple swings and wildly misses on both. Echo, it is your turn.
I would like to. Well, okay. So my first action, I would like to grab him,
All right.
and then I would like to knee him in the groin.
All right. So first one is going to be a grapple. So roll a strength check.
$17.
All right. You successfully grapple him. And second one is just a strength-based attack with advantage.
Okay. $17.
Nice. All right. Roll for damage. That's going to be D6
Okay.
plus strength.
$3.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Top of the next round. At this point, you hear footsteps, running footsteps approaching the shelter. The sound of clanking armor. Still somewhat in the distance, but getting closer. Guillermo is going to try to break Malcolm's grapple. 16.
Good luck, bro. That's a contested athletics, right? Or yeah,
Strength.
contested strength, I think.
Yep.
Let me go back to my character sheet. It's just a strength check, right? Not a saving throw.
Correct.
I rolled a 12, so I think he broke free.
Alright, so he manages to break free, gets up and tries to stomp you while you're still on the ground.
I expertly dodge. No, we'll see.
19 to hit.
Nope, he gets me.
6 points of bludgeoning damage as he brings his foot down on your ribs. And that is his turn. Malcolm, you're up.
I'm going to use half my movement speed to leap up. You know, like the back handspring up on the feet.
Yep.
That's how I'm imagining it. So that, and then I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep swinging on the guy.
All right.
So I add +6 to all these three attacks. 17, an 18, and a 23.
All hit.
Two, a 1, and a 4. That's 7 plus 6 is 13 points of damage.
I'm sorry, what was the total?
13 total.
13 total.
I really want to lay this guy out before these people come break us up.
All right. Guillermo at this point is bleeding from every orifice on his face. The bruises and the black eyes are already starting to set in, and it looks like his jaw might be broken. That brings us to Zuko's opponent. $15 to hit.
Yep.
Surprised he hasn't raged yet. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh yeah, because all those damage would be halved.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, natural 1. Second one misses. That brings us to Zuko's turn.
Am I able to like acrobatic try to like kick him behind the knee to get him down?
Yeah, sure. All right, so yeah, all right. That's a justification for a dexterity-based attack. Roll dexterity plus or d20 plus dexterity.
Oh my gosh. 6?
Nope, that is a miss. Are you sure you don't want to rage? Sounds like you're
Don't
about
worry.
to in real life.
Once I finish mine, I'll help you clean up yours, buddy.
All right, second attack.
No, I'm trying to keep my cool, you know.
Yep.
I'll try to kick him in the groin.
All right, roll for attack.
Oh my god. Nat 1.
Jesus.
Oh.
Somebody's going to dice jail. All right, so Zuko is getting growingly frustrating and is starting to make him even sloppier. He's starting to miss his hits. See, Mira's opponent. Ooh. Natural 20.
Oh fuck you.
So that is 6 plus 4. 10 points of bludgeoning damage on the first hit. Second is 13 to hit.
Exactly what you need.
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, what was the other one?
10.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't hear you broke out the first time.
Gotcha. Mira, it's your turn.
Okay, how do I use action surge? I know I've got it.
Should just be able to click on it under your. Let's see.
Yeah, it's on your character sheet. You just go all the way down under Other. It says Action
Mhm.
Surge Special. You can be used one time per short rest.
That allows you to use one additional action. So.
So I check it and then I just click the hit.
Yeah, you check it off, and so that brings you up to 3 attacks you can do, or 3 actions.
Okay. I want to punch this guy square in the jaw.
All right, roll for attack. Don't forget your superiority dice too. You can add to either your attack rolls or your damage rolls.
I don't remember how to use those. It's been a while. 28 to hit.
28 hits. Roll for damage.
And it's D4, correct?
D4 plus strength.
Okay. Five.
5 points. Bludgeoning damage. Let's see.
You want me to roll again?
Just a moment. I'm trying to find the superiority dice thing for you.
Oh, okay.
You have that too, right? Ryan, do you know where it is on the sheet?
What is that?
So the superiority dice?
I do not. They're only for certain fighter subclasses.
Gotcha. Alright.
Or archetypes, whatever you want to call them. I couldn't find them on her character sheet, so I'm not sure, because I don't know...
It's not in here, dear. It's in her binder.
I was going to say, did you, like, homebrew it, or do you have, like, a character page, or, like, class pages like you did for the Gunslinger?
It was a homebrew fighter archetype, and it did include...
Yes, the superior die, I want to say, is the Battlemaster archetype?
Yeah, I think it was pulled from that. But we'll have to look in the binder later and deal with that later. Alright, go ahead and do your second and third attack.
Okay.
Yeah, so Battlemaster is D8.
26?
Superiority dies.
You said 26?
Yep.
That's a hit.
Six for damage.
Alright, and third attack.
14.
14 is a miss, so third hit bounces off of his forehead. That brings us to Warhand. Miss. Miss. Hit. Points. Oops. 6 points. Warhand's starting to look a little rough. All right. Echo's opponent, who is both you still have him grappled?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. No, it's up to you if you let him go after you need him or if you held on.
I let him go.
Alright. Still recovering from the dirt in the eyes.
And a kick
10
in
to
the
hit.
balls.
10 to hit and a natural 1. Alright.
Neither hit.
That brings us to your turn.
I would like to try what Zuko was trying, where he tried to kick him in the back of the knees to get him on the ground.
Alright.
Nice.
Roll a dexterity-based attack.
Let's see, 13 plus 4, that's 17.
That's a hit. Alright, I'd say the fall impact would cause damage as well, so go ahead and do d4 plus dexterity.
5.
Alright. And second attack.
I would like to kick him in the dick again. While he's down.
Man. Echo is ruthless. Fucking throwing dirt in the eyes, like double kicking the balls.
Roll a strength-based attack with advantage.
I hope this guy doesn't want kids someday. 'Cause, man,
Cece, I tip my hat to you. Oh.
12.
Cece's gonna start some kind of freaking kink thing in the game world. Where there's the guys lining up.
It didn't. I don't think it hit because it was a 12.
Did you do? You did with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Saw it coming.
All right. So he hits the ground and manages to bunch himself up, which denies you access to his dick. At this point, the guards are starting to come into view. The first of which is the bald-headed head guard that you saw inside of the gatehouse that was paying close attention to Mira.
Not that dickhead.
8. Alright, Guillermo, with what little strength he has left, is going to try to take a swing on Malcolm. 14 to hit.
That's a miss, good sir.
Alright. Second attack. 15 to hit.
That does hit, barely. That's exactly what you needed to hit.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. And your turn. You're about to put him to sleep.
Oh no, I'm down to 100 hit points. I'm gonna.
Fuck
I'm
you.
gonna- Should I punch him one at a time before swinging onto somebody else, or like how low is he?
I don't know if you are capable of doing less damage than he has hit points left.
I'll just do all three on him. We'll just put it that way.
Knock the bitch out, Malcolm. Knock the bitch out.
Okay, nat 20. So
Fuck yeah.
I think that's the first fucking nat 20 I had in an attack roll this entire campaign. No, I think I had one other one.
So you said you're doing all 3 attacks on him?
I think I'm just gonna do the one first since it rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Let me roll for damage. So that's a 1, which is it's good that I get full on the second die. So 5 plus 2 is 7 damage.
Alright, he is out cold.
Okay. I'm going to round up on Zuko's guy and throw my other 2 punches.
Alright.
Thank you.
After spitting on Guillermo. So that is a 25 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Both hit.
And that is going to be 3 plus 4, 7 damage total.
7 damage, you said? Alright, that the end of your turn?
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. That brings it to his turn. Seven to hit on Zuko.
Nope.
5 to hit on Zuko.
Nope.
Zuko's turn.
I'm gonna hit him back.
Alright.
And then I'm adding my strength, correct?
Yeah, if you're just punching.
13.
13 to hit, that's miss.
Okay, then I will try to kick his shin.
Alright, so precise attack, dexterity, go ahead and use a dexterity attack.
8?
8 to hit?
Yeah.
Hey, Zuko, what are you rolling? Because you do realize that you add 8 to your unarmed strikes, right?
I
You roll a
add 8 to
d20
what?
plus 8. You roll a d20 plus 8 for your punches. Because you have a 4 strength modifier and you're proficient in unarmed strikes. So you add plus 8 to all of your punches.
Yeah, you're proficient with your own body, so your total modifier should be 8.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, has
You've probably-
everybody been doing that wrong?
You've probably been hitting this entire time.
It's possible. So, I mean, but still, that would be a 12.
12. Okay, fair enough.
I'm just
That's-
rolling really terrible tonight, too.
Have you been using different dice throughout the night?
A couple of different d20s, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it's not the dice. Second attack?
I'll try kicking him. No, I did twice.
Oh, you did too, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's track here. Alright, so that brings us to Mira's opponents. Five to hit and 11 to hit. Both miss.
Sorry.
Mira.
Dirt in the eyes.
Okay. Dexterity based attack.
So wait, dexterity based. So
Yep.
I click my dexterity.
Yeah, that would work.
Eight.
Okay. So he manages to bring his arm up and preserve his eyes. Second attack.
I'm grabbing a fucking chair.
You're grabbing a chair. Okay. Strength-based attack.
Fuck.
What'd you get?
Five.
5.
Oh no!
It's a strength-based attack. So you add your proficiency because no, that's
Nope,
I guess
yeah,
you
it's
have
an-
proficiency. Yeah.
Right. You use proficiency if you're using your
Oh,
body,
you rolled a
but
nat
not.
1, Mira. God.
Man, the dice gods are cursing us tonight.
Except for me, I'm
I
just
know, right?
I've been doing fine.
I'm just like a whirling dervish of fists tonight. So I don't know.
That was your second one, right? Okay.
And
It's
Well-
just been Zuko and Mira that have been having issues.
I'm just like a
Interesting.
whirlwind of fists, and Echo's Dami Nami over here.
I have my dice with me.
Well,
I
interestingly enough,
I rolled different dice.
your failure to hit on this round may have just had a story impacting effect. You glance up and you see that the guard that was mentioned earlier looks kind of disappointed. Warhand.
Looks disappointed. I'm guessing he wanted these guys to get the shit beat out of him.
Looks particularly
Why
disappointed
can't
in Mira. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, sounds like this guard's got some sweetums for you, Mira.
I prefer women. Thank you very much. Unless Matt finds a way to add Kaiden into the game.
All right.
or a good-looking Matt Mercer. I'll shut up now.
Right. All right. Echo, your opponent is finally starting to get some clear vision here.
I think he's still on the ground.
Okay, so he has to get up.
Yep.
Echo only answers to Dami Mami now.
Mommy? Sorry.
Oh
Mommy?
wait, actually, let me
Mommy?
see.
Sorry.
15 to hit.
It hits.
All right, so from the ground, he kicks his feet out at your legs, manages to both injure you and knock you prone. Let's see. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
How many points?
7.
Okay.
All right, and at this point, however, the guards have joined in. They all raise crossbows in the general direction. The rest of the prisoners in the shelter take cover. Let's see. We'll go down the same as the initiative order. Let's see. 17 to hit. Malcolm?
Yes. They're fighting crossbows?
Not, well, they appear to be standard crossbows at first glance, yes.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I think
Seven-
they're tranquilizer.
17 hits.
Alright, as the
Down
first guard
buttons.
fires on Malcolm. You see out of the crossbow fires a kind of bolo shot, two large black balls with the rope between them. Although the rope looks a little non-standard as well, and as it hits you, Malcolm, it wraps around your arms, and you feel a shocking sensation as you are knocked unconscious.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Second one is going to
We're
take...
in trouble.
You know, after I bloodied and bruised that guy, it's really shitty to go out like that.
Right?
Let's see.
Especially when if I had my armor on, I'd be at a 19.
Alright, second one is aimed at... Let's see... Zuko's opponent, but he manages to duck out of the way, gets clobbered by one of the balls on the bolo, but doesn't get wrapped. Let's see, so that would be... Take 6 points off of him. Gosh, I can't even write with this thing anymore. Next one's aimed for Zuko.
I'm sorry, do you need a pen?
16 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, Zuko is also knocked unconscious. Next is Mira's opponent, who's already in bad shape. Also wrapped and knocked unconscious. Oh, by the way, interject if it comes into your turn, which, Mira, it is yours, if you want to do anything specifically. So, Mira, you haven't been wrapped yet. And basically, only to the extent of reactions at this point, because it is their turn.
Flip a table.
What's that?
Flip a table.
Flip a table and duck under it? That would be pretty fucking smart, actually.
Yeah, I'm actually, yeah, I'll take their ideas and do that.
Alright, so your dad be behind the table? Alright, so this
Fuck
will
yeah.
be with disadvantage then.
Put your hands up. Surrender.
Are you doing that?
I'll put my hands up and surrender.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, and a 12 doesn't hit, right?
Correct.
Alright, so you've dodged the hit and you are currently surrendering. Warhand takes the same option, but except instead of diving behind the table, he just lays flat on the ground. He doesn't look surprised by this turn of events. It's clear he's been through this before.
I'll make sure you guys comply. You'll get shot.
His opponent goes down. Echo, your opponent goes down. Any reaction you want as this they're getting ready to fire on you?
Surrender.
All right. So, the commotion dies down. Malcolm and Zuko are unconscious. Mira and Echo are, and Warhand are all surrendering. The rest of the rest of your opponents who are still standing also lay flat on the ground and surrender to the authority of the guards as they begin to approach. And with that, we are going to go ahead and take a break, and afterwards we will find out what happens once they are in the custody of the guards. So, we are going to take about 10 minutes, and we will see you afterwards. All right, and we're back. So, let's go ahead and get some music back on.
Click.
Yeah, it was awkwardly quiet for a second there.
All right, so as the commotion settles down, the guards move in, begin shouting at everyone to keep their hands in sight, stay on the ground. Mira and Echo, you are both ordered to lay flat on the ground. You comply?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, they begin moving in and restraining everybody who appeared to be part of the conflict, as well as the several unconscious people that are currently boloed to make sure that they're still secure. One of the guards comes up and sees that the four of you were involved and says, "You're only here a few hours and you're already causing trouble?"
Hey, it's up to you guys to answer. I'm fucking knocked out, so.
Hold on, I'm thinking. Hold on.
So it's up to Mira and Dami Mommy to come
Hold
up
on.
with
Hold on. I got it. Hold on. Oh, we're just getting well acquainted.
The guard that confronted you actually finds that somewhat amusing, but make sure you're properly restrained, gets you to your feet. Malcolm, Zuko, you are both picked up. After a while, you realize they find out that several of the people involved weren't even from this cell cluster. And they are gathered up and carted away. The four of you and Warhand are escorted back up to the cell cluster. And eventually thrown into the cell. The door is closed. And one of the guards says, "Well, I hope you got your fill because you're in there until tomorrow morning. Let's have a better day tomorrow, shall we?"
Let's try to work on that.
So am I being
Can't
laid
promise
down
anything.
Or
What's that?
do Zuko and I get laid down in our cell block as well, or do we get taken somewhere else?
You get tossed in. Yeah.
Okay.
Get tossed in like a sack of potatoes.
And as you roll onto the floor, you are still a bit groggy, but you start to regain consciousness, and the shock begins to wear off. Warhand goes over to his bunk and kind of plops into it, leans up against the wall. He's pretty bloodied and beaten himself.
Question.
Yep.
I know I can't use my powers, but can I heal him?
Roll a perception check.
I would like to assist her on that.
Okay. So either both of you roll perception or Mira rolls with advantage.
She can roll with advantage.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I think I'm still groggy, so I'm just going to be making like nonsensical noises as I'm waking up, like this.
20.
20. Okay. It appears that all of the guards are out of visual range, so you should be able to safely heal him.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
You see the wounds on his face begin to close up a bit. He's still pretty exhausted, but he's starting to look a little bit better. He looks appreciative but confused. And he sits there and tries to catch his breath for a moment. Well,
The house has two wheels, and I pop up.
what's
I
that?
was having. I just pop up and I'm like, the house has two wheels. And I just pop-
Do Malcolm and Zuko still have the bolo wrapped around them?
It's loosened, but yeah, it's still around them.
I would
Yeah,
like to
so-
help unwrap that from them.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Malcolm and Zuko
So I'm-
Echo comes to
So,
your
like,
aid.
it's like when I say pop up, I mean like just like my upper body. It's like I'm still wrapped up, so
Alright, Echo comes over and helps you guys unwrap. Warhand gives a sigh. Haven't had a good fight like that in a while.
It was pretty fun.
Well, I don't know what you people are doing here, but I guess you've proven you're on the right side of things. Or you're crazy, one of the two.
a little bit of column A, a little bit of
bit of
column B.
both.
Both is good.
Well, I think we're all a little bit of both. Sorry, I was a bit standoffish when you first showed up here.
You
As
have
you-
a right to be.
It's alright.
My people have enough to worry about as it is. Didn't want to see them get hurt any further. So what is the deal with you people? What are you doing here?
Should we just?
Malcolm, you okay to talk?
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we just come right out and tell him?
I mean, we did just prove our worth, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to be open and earnest with him. Let him know that, we're the regulators. I'm going to say that first and see if that says anything to him. I'm not sure how long they've been locked up here, if they've
Right.
heard of us or not.
Roll an insight check.
Let's see here. 14 plus insight is 4, so 18 total.
Okay. There's a slight hint of recognition when you say that, like he's heard the name. Maybe not all the details, but the name, the Regulators, rings a bell with him.
And I explained to him, we're here to gather together people that might be willing to fight alongside the Jarl's forces.
The Jarl of Paulhouse.
Yes.
He goes through his pockets and he pulls out some clumps of bread. Anybody still hungry? Managed to swipe these up. I knew we would be detained before we were able to finish dinner.
Yeah, because we don't have any rations or anything, do we?
Nope.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a little piece of bread. I'm not sure how much he has, if it's enough for all of us, but
There's enough for everybody to have a small little clump.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
okay because I was so late to the
Fight, you were still
realizing the fight was happening. I managed to eat some enough.
And Zuko was
So,
eating the
I'm
punches, which is
okay.
why we kept missing.
What?
And Zuko was eating between punches. That's why you kept missing.
Yeah.
So you guys can have my little piece of bread that I have.
For some reason, I can really just picture Zuko. It's like punching and then getting out a spoon.
Oh my gosh, I just realized Zuko is the epitome of that line from Game of Thrones. You really gonna die over a chicken? Somebody is. So he tosses a piece of bread to anybody who wants it. He tries to process what you're saying. The Earl of Palhas is raising his own army.
In defense of the, I guess, is it a province of Palhas? Like what is it considered?
Like, it's currently a province.
Okay. Yeah, to fight in defense of the province of Palhas. As you know, there is a massive undead army. Or do they know this? About the undead army in Haim.
They do not know the details, aside from possibly rumors. They just knew they were going there to fight something.
There's a massive undead army in Haim gathered. And I know you guys were going to fight that army before. I think if I remember correctly, the Empire called them back.
The
And that's why
Empire
they
was
deserted?
sending them to fight that army, but they, in the process, leaving Palhas and Freelos completely undefended.
Gotcha. I know you guys are going there and leaving Palhas undefended, which is why you deserted to begin with. But the threat posed by the undead army at Haim is to the point now where it's a direct threat to Palhas and needs to be taken care of.
Well, I admire his tenacity, but I don't think the Emperor is going to take nicely to a province taking it upon themselves to recruit deserters from the Imperial Army to fight directly for him. I feel like I'm missing something here.
He doesn't know the Emperor's dead, does he? Or is the Emperor dead?
No, the Emperor's alive.
No, the current Emperor is the bastard son. Yes, he knows
Right.
that the Empress was killed.
Okay. So, like, what chain am I missing that I need to tell him? Because
I know we're missing something too. My
The
brain's
intent of Palhas and Freelos to secede from the Empire.
Okay, yeah, I would tell him that then. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Palhas and Freelos are going to cede from the Empire.
Now it's starting to come together. Does this have anything to do with that assassination attempt we heard about? Something about a cult attack? Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was the Emperor's agents, wasn't it?
Yes, he did the cult that was...
Seems like that was so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It seems like it was forever ago.
I never
I
wanted
remember
to say
that
anything
fight, though,
out.
was fun, though, because I think that was the first time I had the lightning bullets, and I shot like 6 people and killed them all.
Your rumors were going around at the time that the Emperor had something to do with that. Everything's gone to shit since he's taken power. In fact,
I think I'm going to bring up, because they're the ones that are also like promoting the Church of the Black Star, aren't they? Or they
were, yes, before Orcus took over and dissolved the church.
Yeah. So I kind of share some of our inner knowledge of what's happening with the gods and who's taking over and controlling things in the Empire.
He looks at you wide-eyed, slack-jawed for a while. This is all absolutely fucking insane, but I believe every word of it.
Oh, and I'm the champion of death, and I summon my horse underneath of me.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Is it gonna fit in the cell? Because, like,
Malcolm, you're probably going to bump your head on the ceiling as that happens, but...
I'm
Okay.
going to laugh my butt off.
3 hit points of bludgeoning damage.
yeah.
I need to being honest. 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Check it off.
Alright. He looks, as soon as you do that, he looks over at the other cells to make sure nobody has come back from dinner and is watching this go on. Alright, you've convinced me.
And
let-
I release the
Put
horse
the horse away. Put the horse away.
in a puff of gun smoke. It disappears.
Alright. So, the current emperor murders his sister to take her throne. He's working for an evil god, which you've made sure will never be able to return. Another evil god that was working for that evil god now is trying to make his own play at power. No longer working with the current emperor. But the current emperor tried to assassinate the Jarl of Palhas, who was planning on seceding from the empire, and is now willing to do so by force.
You got it.
When
Oh,
he...
And I'm probably gonna kill the bastard emperor too. Just so we're on the same page.
All right, good. Good to be thorough. So, the current emperor, no longer working with this evil god, is now absolutely terrified of him and has put the entire force of the Imperial Vanguard to go up against this evil god's army. Even at the risk of leaving 2 provinces completely undefended.
That kind of shows you how much of a dumbass he is.
I don't disagree with you there.
The undead army needs to be taken care of, but I'm sure we can plan a contingency force being left behind to guard the cities and provinces.
Well, that is the intention of the Jarl. He wants to keep the provinces properly defended, but also have a force to go up against.
Yeah. As of right now, we would have to commit all of our forces in one or the other. But if we were to obtain outside help from yourselves, we could fight a battle on both fronts.
Well, you're correct. A good many of us deserted for that very reason. We didn't... Well, we could smell the orders of a coward. And we didn't feel right about the way it was happening. So, as a symbolic gesture, we refused our marching orders and we were put here. Now, mind you, there's a decent number of people in here who deserted because they heard about what we may be going to face. They were simply too afraid to go. And there are some who deserted for honorable reasons, but since they've been in here, they've become less honorable men. You just met one of them.
I think if we can gather together the people that are honorable and would want to do this because it's the right thing to do, and then possibly get together the second group of people you talked about that were afraid of what they were going to face, I may be able to speak to them and let them know the urgency of the situation, that if they're afraid to face it, then the whole world could be lost. And hopefully they'll see reason. The dishonorable men can fucking stay here.
We might be able to persuade a dishonorable man or two.
I mean, I guess we could try on our way out, but like Guillermo,
This is correct.
Guillermo's probably going to get killed on the way out, just saying.
If he keeps up with the trouble, yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts here. I can't guarantee the results we're going to get, but it is possible with the right motivation and everyone in the prison behind us, we could get out of here, and then it'll be up to the Jarl to convince as many people as possible to join his cause. I know a great many of us didn't want to shy away from a fight. But no matter how dire the threat is, you don't march your entire army out at one cause. I don't expect you to understand military strategy, but what the Emperor was doing is he was using the Vanguard to protect his own skin, is what it really came down to. You know what garrisons weren't given marching orders?
The ones in the Empire?
The one surrounding the Imperial City. Absolutely right. In fact, dedicated more troops to protecting the Imperial City than almost half as many as were sent to fight in Hain. But Palhaus and Freelos were left with absolutely no one.
And the dumbest thing about those marching orders were that it's such an undead aura around the city of Heim. He would have just been sending you guys to march and build their army higher. Because there's not a doubt in my mind that if you were slain in the city of Heim, that you would eventually join their ranks as undead.
Imagine by now the first battle's already occurred.
I'm sure it has. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head if we...
Yeah, they did.
They
They reported on it. In fact, Orcus's army did grow after the fight.
Yeah.
I believe it was Sebastian that let us know the case.
Yeah, he was keeping an eye on things.
So wait, do they have one of those fucking things we had, like the staffs that open up a portal like to the undead realm? Do they have one of those in the middle of the fucking city?
Not that you've been told. That was a pretty rare artifact.
What the hell did we do with that?
I think the people that took the tablet took it, I think, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. Double checking.
Or did we?
We'll have to go back and look.
Or is it still chilling in the wizard store?
I think you may have left it with the knights at
Oh, the Hellish River?
Fort Solace. No, the knights, the ones that defend that portal to the realm of the dead that opens every night. We'll have to go back to the
Okay.
yeah. So anyway, all right. I think you've convinced me, and I think with a bit of time we can get a better idea of who will be willing to join the fight when we get out of here. But there are definitely some obstacles that we have to deal with before we get to that point.
So how do we deal with these obstacles?
What do you think the obstacles specifically are?
Well, Guillermo is one source of power inside of this prison. I mean, there are several,
That cocky
and
bastard is a source of.
he's running drugs into the prison. He's taking full advantage of what corruption exists amongst the guards, and his connections on the outside. So there's, like I said, there are several obstacles in our way, and pretty much all of them can either be dealt with by elimination or by, for lack of a better word, bribes. But Guillermo, as I said, is running the drug operation in here. He started out bringing in medicine, but realized that there was a more profitable option with his connections.
Do we know how he's smuggling it in? Like
He knows
which individuals.
He knows when the right guards are in the right places to get the drugs into the prison. He has a secret stash somewhere inside the prison where he keeps his supply, and then it's distributed. Payment is given to his family outside of the prison via family of the prisoners who are buying it. So most of the money is changing hands outside of the prison, and the delivery is happening inside here. In addition to
harder.
yes, In addition to Guillermo, there's the Fight Club. That bald-headed guard that showed up first. He likes picking out some of the toughest and some of the who appear to be the toughest people in the prison, set them up against each other.
That's why he was disappointed when he saw you, Mira. He thought you were one of the tougher people, and he was going to get you into the Fight Club, and he saw you miss.
Well, he should have been there earlier.
But did he see Guillermo laying in a bloody stump on the ground?
Yes, but he didn't see who did most of that
Who did
damage.
Gotcha.
He may have caught a gleam of the amount of strength you're putting out, but we'll see how that plays out. Anyway, well, the guard who's running it is Vili Sogard. They're probably one of the smaller obstacles, but obviously he is a lot more in tune with what's going on inside of the prison. He has a lot of fighters who are very loyal to him and will deal with problems quietly within the prison, including any rumors of a planned prison break.
Hmm.
So we're either going to have to pay him off or
Get rid of his loyalists, or eliminate him. Then there's the Torgus gang, also made up of some of the toughest prisoners in this entire place. All muscle, they run protection. Your personal effects that you brought in. Many of us have those. No good way to make sure that it stays our property, if you know what I mean. Other than making sure that the Torgus gang gets paid off. Again, interrupting any rumors of interrupting their financial gain could cause problems. And on top of all of that, you have the legitimate guards and the defenses of the prison itself. Eliminating all three of these powerhouses at the same time could cause a vacuum, could make the entire prison unstable. So, whatever we do, I'd advise that you balance your approach. Accommodating one, destroying another.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't walk from one place to another, just killing all three of them in the same night.
That would be ill-advised, yes.
As tempting as that is.
Have you ever fought a Hydra? Same situation. You try to cut off all three heads at the same time, you'll end up... Oh, well then you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, it wasn't very hard. I shot faster than it grew.
Well, in this case,
And
new
we had
people
to
will
deal with
pop
the
up
babies.
to pick up where they left off. Maybe even harder to eliminate.
We'll have to be cautious.
So what the plan about what areas we think should we should accommodate, which ones we should eliminate.
Right.
And in fact, great example, Torgus gang has a lot of the people that you may want to be joining your side when we're done here. And Torgus gang doesn't have one head. They are all fairly unified in purpose. Killed
And
the
these are the ones
current
that run
effect.
protection, right? You said?
Yeah, they're the ones who run protection. So they get paid to basically to protect people's stuff. Of course, they use less than, ethical means to, run their sales pitch, but they serve a purpose at the same time.
I'm thinking that Guillermo's sect is probably one we can eliminate, or at least eliminate Guillermo. The people that prey on the weak, I don't think belong or should go and join the what we're trying to establish here.
I'd also advise that you take into consideration who will be useful in the escape itself, separately from who will be useful in the army that you're trying to build. At the end of the day, I don't think you can do a prison break and leave the undesirables inside. A break is going to be an all-out break or a failure.
So if we were to get enough weapons to where we could just completely eliminate Guillermo's gang on our way out of the prison, we can leave dead bodies in the prison, right?
That wouldn't be a problem.
I mean, we don't know if there's any good people in Guillermo's gang. There could be some people staying with him out of fear, because this is prison.
Do you say that out
Sure.
loud?
Yes.
She's absolutely correct. You just saw one of them. The one we defended at dinner. He's a good kid. Not very strong, but extremely brave.
So at least cut off the head and see what happens to the body.
It's worth consideration. This is your operation. I'll take whatever you decide.
Well, if my DM would have just let me stab him in the eye right then and there, then it wouldn't have been a problem. But narrative. No, I'm just joking.
Well, one thing's for sure, we're not pulling it off tonight, and I need some sleep.
Yeah, I could regain my 30 hit points. That's all I lost.
Everybody can take a long rest, but says I maybe tomorrow get a feel for the prison, get to know it a bit before we decide how we're going to proceed. And you're lucky you ran into me first. Be careful who you talk to about any of this. We don't want anybody knowing more than they need to before we try to pull this off.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Well. Sleep well,
Like,
you
we
crazy
did-
bastards.
We did do like an insight check on this guy last time, didn't we, guys? Like we think he's on the up and
Yeah,
up.
we did.
Okay.
We did.
I'm like, if Matt turns this around and we get ratted out in the fucking prison on day one, I'm gonna be real pissed.
Alright, he plops into his pillow and immediately falls asleep. Do you guys do anything else before retiring for the night yourselves?
No, I just go to bed.
Is there any way that I can make a rudimentary ink, maybe with some burnt wood or something?
Sure. Roll Tinker Tools check. You don't really have the tools, but same concept.
I don't know why it takes so long for the dice to roll on my character sheet. Come on. Oh, that's an 8. That's horrible.
All right. I mean, you create a liquid that is sufficient to stain many materials as an ink would. What are you trying to do?
give myself a prison tattoo.
All right. What are you trying to give yourself?
I just want to get like a single line, like a hash mark, like on my arm.
Okay.
That's 1 for Guillermo. 1 person I'm knocked out.
Okay.
Sure you don't have- Maybe you saw 1 silence? I don't know.
All right. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh man, I'm about to give myself fucking hepatitis or something. 23.
Okay. You managed to push ink into your skin. It doesn't look very good, and for the moment, though, it doesn't look like it's going to get infected miraculously.
That'll be it for me.
All right. Anybody else?
Right, cat's gonna kick your ass.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Oh man, Cece didn't even hear that whole the whole exchange.
Wait, what?
I missed when she stepped out.
Hold on.
What
Sorry,
was
I'm
the
trying
last thing
to.
you heard, love?
I'm trying to catch my breath after chasing the cat in the hallway.
Bad kitty.
Something. Oh, we were going to bed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really miss anything.
So you just missed my bit.
Yeah.
I gave myself a prison tattoo.
You gave yourself a prison tattoo?
Yeah, just a single hash mark to count the guy I knocked out earlier.
I'm just like, Bargette's gonna kick your ass, man. Cause
Who's gonna kick my ass?
your wife.
Oh, Arget.
Yes.
Wait, how
Yeah.
did you give yourself a prison tattoo?
I made ink.
Out of burnt wood.
What the fuck?
Echo would probably be like, hey, if you're doing it, give me one too.
What?
Yeah, I gave myself a single hash mark, so we'll see. Nobody else knocked their person out, so I'm not giving out any more tattoos today.
All right. Anybody else have anything to do before they go to sleep?
I would say that I would just be like, well, this is my first time in.
You would be the belle of the ball. Don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap.
All right. So as you all sorely climb into your barely sufficient bunks, and the sun sets on the first day at Broken Shelf Prison, you drift off into uneasy sleep as you prepare
Or meditation.
or meditation in Echo's case. As you try to prepare mentally and physically for the tasks ahead. And that is where we're going to end our session. So, we will be back in about 2 weeks, which will be the 6th of May. Don't forget next Monday, like it isn't 2-3 days away, we will be doing more Pillars of Eternity, and Rhino has a anniversary stream coming up on, what day was it?
That'll be Tuesday.
Tuesday. Awesome. Monday and Tuesday. Don't schedule anything but watching Twitch. All right. Well, thank you for...
And we'll be playing some Jackbox games, so it's going to be an interactive stream. Everybody can join in, and we'll play some games together.
Awesome. And we will try to stop by for that as well. All right, so that is it for us tonight. We will see everybody in a couple weeks, unless you're coming by for our other streams. Thank you, everyone who stopped in tonight and watched us slog through this, trying to get used to playing the game again. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.